Hey guys, I'm here to give y'all a break from Cameron today, but today we're going to be looking at Matthew 27, so if y'all want to go ahead and read through it and then we'll get started. It starts talking about Judas, who had recently betrayed Jesus for 30 pieces of silver, and now that Jesus he's been arrested and they're planning to execute him, Judas is filled with remorse because of what he has done. And we see him returning the money to the chief priests. And this money is used to buy Potter's field, which this is something that was prophesied by Zechariah and Jeremiah a very, very long time ago. So all of this, Judas betraying Jesus, this is all part of the plan of what was supposed to happen. When Jesus picked Judas to be his disciple, he already knew that this was going to happen. He knew he would be betrayed. All of this is planned out. It's not a surprise. And then we see Jesus before Pilate, and the Pharisees are accusing him of all sorts of things, and Jesus does not defend himself at all. In this version, there's only 4 words that he says in this whole section. And they are, "You have said so." That's not really a defense. And even though Jesus has done absolutely nothing wrong, he allows this to happen. This is not Jesus, he didn't, try his best and is now unsuccessful. He's allowing everything that is going on to go on. And then we see the people, Pilate asks the people which prisoner they want to be released to them. And so they have a choice here between Jesus and Barabbas. And we're told in one of the other Gospels that Barabbas was a murderer. But the people, they choose him. And Pilate, even though he recognizes that Jesus is an innocent man, he releases Barabbas, but he gives the responsibility of Jesus to the people. He washes his hands and says, it's no longer my responsibility. He doesn't want Jesus' blood on him because he knows that he is innocent. But Barabbas is released, and Jesus here is whipped by soldiers, and they mock him. They dress him up like royalty as a way of mocking him because he said that he was king of the Jews. But they take him up on this hill, and at this point he's too weak to even carry his own cross. We're told someone else named Simon is forced to carry his cross for him. And they offer Jesus wine to drink right before they put him on the cross. And this would have been like pain reliever to numb his senses. But Jesus refuses it. He chooses to endure the full suffering of what he's about to go through for us. And then as Jesus is on the cross, he's being insulted by everyone around him. Even the people, the criminals on the crosses next to him are insulting him. They say that if he was really the Son of God, wouldn't God save him? But even during this, Jesus is choosing to die for these people, to give them a chance at redemption. even though as he's dying, they do nothing but insult him. And as Jesus is about to die, he cries out saying, "God, why have you forsaken me?" So as he's dying, he's taking on the full weight of our own sin. And because of this, he is, for the first time, experiencing separation from God. Jesus has led a perfect life. He has been in union with God. But now, because of our own sin, he's experiencing this separation. But we see when Jesus dies, we're told that the curtain in the temple is split in two. And this is kind of a symbol of our separation with God being taken away. This curtain separated the people in the temple from where God was. They couldn't go, there were very special rules. Only certain people could go in there. And so that's now being taken away. And so us as believers, we can now approach God freely. And then we're seeing after Jesus is crucified, he's taken, and one of Jesus's followers buries him in a tomb. And even though Jesus is dead, the Pharisees are still afraid of the impact that he has on the people. They know that he said he would rise after the third day, so they're afraid someone will take his body and make it look like he rose again. So they have a guard watching the tomb where Jesus is. This is really an amazing chapter, showing what Jesus went through for us because he loves us. But thankfully, this is not the end of the story. Tomorrow, we're going to look at what happened that Sunday. So I hope y'all come back tomorrow to hear about that. But I hope y'all have a great rest of the day.